Okay, I'm gonna have to be a little bit quiet because it's 6 in the morning. The date, obviously. So it is um October 11th, 2022 at 5:59, actually, not 6, my bad. 5:59 a.m. and I haven't slept at all. I pulled an all-nighter and I have my monster here. I've just been drinking, but um I did a lot of thinking tonight, and I wasn't working the entire night, obviously, or the entire morning. But during that time, I had a lot of time to think, and so I just kind of run down kind of what happened and what led up to this. Um, so basically, yesterday, uh, okay, long story short, because I can explain it another time, but Guava, which is one of my friends, um, right now. They we were talking for a little bit about like gummies and like smoothies or something, and they're like they mentioned that they're hiring and that they're like, oh no, because we were talking about Fright Night and how I was like, oh, we should go as like a friend group, like, and we should like all go together. That'd be amazing. I was like, oh, but like everyone's probably broken down. And then she's like, oh no, don't worry. Like I'm referring them to a job, and I'm like, and then she's like, oh, do you have food safe? And then, I mean, as a joke, um, I always say that I do, because like everyone in that friend group they always, because they all have food safe, right? And then they always like ask like, "Oh, do you have food safe?" Well, I mean, they don't always ask, but like they've all asked me at some point if I had food safe, and each time I said yes. And the only person that doesn't or that knows that I don't have it is Janelle. So whenever they ask me, Janelle is most of the time there. I'm like, "Oh yeah, of course I have food safe, of course," and which I don't. So then Gua was like, "Oh, you have food safe?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I do." And she's like, "Oh, really? Oh, well, you can uh, come work at the job, but you just need food safe." And they're like hiring everyone. And then I'm like, "Okay, sure." In which it's really weird, right? Because I already have a full time job here at Foley Roofing, but um, having other coworkers is really fun. So I thought I was like, okay, why not? Like, I'll work like one day a week, which would probably be my day off, which is Sunday. But then she also mentioned that she has another friend that works there that works like um, once a month. So I'm like, okay, well, I could work like 2 weekends, and then after that, I could just do like once a month, like that other guy. So I was like, okay, it'd be really fun. I can work with them because like they're Yen Toff um, and Guava, they're working there, and then so it'd be fun if like working together and stuff like that. So, anyways, um, so obviously I lied about the food safe, and well, to Guava, and then I was gonna apply without the food safe certification. I was like, oh, what if they like ask for it? Then I asked Guava, um, did they ask? Did they check if you had the food safe certification? And then she's like, yeah, they checked and they asked for a photo and stuff like that. I was like, oh crap! So I actually need to get this this food safe certification to actually work there. So I was like, okay, how long does it take to get food safe certification? And I went to the food safety like official Canadian website, and then they're like, you can get certified in one day, and I'm like, one day, in which the course is about I think 8 hours, but it felt a lot shorter than 8 hours. I think it. I felt like it was like 6 hours, right? Anyways, I don't know how long it took, but damn, this is a long story short. Okay, long story short, I finished this food safe certification around 9 o'clock last night, and then after I got it, I was like, I could do a little bit of work, so I did like the minimum. I barely did any work, and then I just kind of played City Skylines, which is a game I really like. And then after that, I watched YouTube. Oh no, during that, also I found a really great YouTuber that I really like. Um, here, like I really like their content. It's it's their name is um Ollie Sun Ollie Sun Via. They're like they kind of go a bit uh deeper into topics, and they talk about things, and like bring out references and like different viewpoints and stuff like that. Um, Very methodical kind of, and I don't know, it's just very. And they have like kind of jazz music in the background. It's kind of calming. And anyways, yeah, I had her playing in the background when I was playing the thing. I also started like binge watching her for like, because like her videos are like 20 to like 40 minutes, and I really enjoy them. Um, Anyways, sorry, that's very off topic. But yeah, oh no, kind of on topic. I binge watched her for like 2 hours or something like that, and I was like, okay, I should probably go to sleep. But um, around like 1:30, I started watching Alex from OZ. He was in an interview with Lewis Howe or something. I think that's his name. And then there's this one section. I think it's like 20 minutes in. I actually have the time. I took a screenshot. It's about 27 minutes in around there. But the screenshot says 29 in it. I think that was kind of midway or where it was. But like around 27 minutes is where it started. Um I don't remember what it was talking about, but like it just made sense. And I was like, wait. And that got like the cogs turning in my brain, and I was like, okay. Um I feel a bit motivated right now. So I mean, I'll get some work done. But then I stood up and I was like, God damn, I'm tired. I lay back down, and I kept watching it. And then after a while, I was like, I'm going to stay up. I'll just go and like do some work. And granted, I did do some work. I organized some stuff, and I, uh, got my thoughts on some paper. Um, in which I didn't get the thought that I have right now on paper. I just thought about it, and then excuse me, pardon me. Um, Anyways, so I thought about it now, and okay, yeah. So I was doing the math on how hypothetically how much I could make next year, right? And I was going through the numbers because if you look at my other whiteboard, okay, you can't. I don't think you'd see it that well. Here, I'll try and show you. So like it's easier. You can kind of see that. Okay. Well, either way, I'll probably uh, you can see it. It's in the whiteboard thoughts playlist. It's just talking about how much it would cost if I hired 8 employees at $60 an hour, how fast I could hypothetically do a roof replacement. I think I did a 24 square roof, um, tile to asphalt shingle, and it left. So without going through all the calculations, it left about 10,860 approximately in gross profit for that project, and this is assuming a $24,000 um, home price, like the project price, in which that's what we did this roof replacement for, which is CC. But obviously that we included the gutters and the fascia board replacement, which would be extra, but we're also assuming that we have improved our sales process. But I did some more recalculations and I accounted for that we won't be able to sell, um, at that amount at the start. So I did a 22 square roof, which the average roof size in Vancouver is 18 squares. But I just did 22 because that's what we've been doing lately. Um, so 22 squares for 18,000. So that's about or well, I calculated with 24 squares because obviously starter and additional materials, extra materials and stuff like that. So 24 squares would be 18,000, and that's about 750 per square. And then I did some more calculations. I tried to do the calculations with the calculations that I had here, and it didn't make sense. Like I was losing money. Well, obviously $60 an hour, 8 employees, one house, and I was calculating like it take like 3 days or something like that. It didn't make sense. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So now I lowered the employees. I lowered the um, um, per hour rate, so it was 60 to 40, and then I did um, about 6 people, in which it should take about 2 days. Obviously, saying that everything is organized, lined up, and everything's proper. 2 days to finish that project. Um, take one day to take off the tile, put on the plywood. Then the next day, the underlayment and the shingles, and assuming one per person, they can install 1 square per hour, in which in an 8-hour workday, that would be 48 squares. So they could install the shingle instantly. So I was like, God damn. And also including in this calculation, I was assuming, because I also looked at how much it would cost or how much I would need to sell at an average of $18,000 per house, how many houses I would need to sell to make $1 million business, in which that would be 55 houses. And that also leads up to about one house per week. And I did the calculations using that kind of thing. And I was like, wait, I'm losing money. So then I looked through it again. I'm like, obviously, they get this done in 2 days, and I'm paying them, per hour, full schedule for a full work week. And I was like, if I can get that, I would have my only limiter would be how many houses I could sell. So then I was like, okay, how many would I need to sell? So, 2. No, I did. I was like, okay, let's just give some extra time per project. So 3 days per project for a roof replacement. And so that equates to about 10 houses per month that would be due if we had an effective team of 6. And then so I think that's 18,000 times 10 times 12. Yeah. So 2,160,000. If obviously I could fulfill on that. So I was thinking, I could hypothetically, obviously, I could hypothetically do this if I could like the only limiter. Well, actually, well, 2 limiting factors here. One, this will depend on if I can get the employees, and 2, if the projections are somewhat accurate and it takes 2 to 3 days to finish a project. And so, oh God, okay. And these are like me explaining this is quite disorganized because I'm still trying to sort out my thoughts. But what my plan is, um, okay, I kind of just go start to finish is basically just get 6 employees, paying them $40 an hour in the beginning, because obviously I think the average amount for a proper Red Seal effective worker is around $40 an hour. It's between like 35 and 45, I'm pretty sure. So one, it'd be kind of hard to get them if you're just paying kind of average. So I was like, maybe I could reel them in by saying, get a 50% raise within 3 months. And I mean, obviously, um, what I want to do is hire them at $40 an hour. And if the math works out and, they can perform well, increase it to $60 an hour to obviously, fulfilling what I said, because hopefully with this saying of get a 50% raise, wait, 40, 20, yeah, a 50% raise within 3 months, would kind of reel in the A stars, the A players in the roofing industry. So very effective workers is what I'm hoping it'll do. Um, so one limiting factor is just getting the workers. The second one is, am I able to sell these jobs? And that kind of leads me to, I need to create a grand slam offer, and two, I have to be able to present it and sell, like effectively sell. Though, obviously, if I can create by definition, a grand slam offer, an offer that is so good that they feel stupid saying no, um, I wouldn't have to sell as hard if I didn't, if I had an average offer, right? So, um, I'm gonna try and sort out, because then also the thing is, because also this next year I'm also going to be getting Sheldon's assistance with this, and obviously hiring like project managers and more administrative um, like jobs is a lot easier than finding skilled labor of like red steel workers for roofing. I can already tell you it like I haven't hired an administrative worker yet, but I can guarantee you it's going to be a lot easier than it is going to be for a skilled trades worker. So I feel one, Sheldon's I already planned him to be a project manager. He's going to be kind of taking my position as in ordering materials, um, scheduling jobs, scheduling workers, um, talking with the clients and stuff like that. Though I'm thinking that I'll probably get the salesperson to talk with the customers to kind of like, because the person that's selling the job has a has a better connection with the owner already, and I don't know, I'll figure it out. But because if we can grow at that consistent pace, get the employees and get the jobs, then from there it's just adding more, right? So I think what I want to do is during this off season get some effective and quality employees for the next season, and then one um, like grand slam offer. I have to get that prepared. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. I'm confident that this could most likely work out. I just need to get the systems in place so that if hypothetically, if and when this hypothetically happens, that I'm not scrambling to have the system. I have to build the infrastructure for this, right? Um, because if it happens as rapidly as I want it to be, um, as yeah, I'll just say as I want it to be, because obviously to be expected, I'm not really working off solid projections. This is just assumptions and stuff like that. So as far as I want it to be, then when I'm hiring a new person to fill in a spot that I'm in, I need them to go in there. I train them really fast, and the system's already in place. They just need to learn how to, you know, input it, right? So hypothetically, this would mostly work for project managers, right? Um, it'd be kind of like a printer, in a sense. I'm kind of skeptical of how I'm phrasing this because I don't want to sound like this is going to happen. That I'm guaranteed that this is going to be extremely successful. Obviously, try my best to make that happen. But anyways, um, so think about it this way: like I'm a project manager right now. I get the employees, and then I put Sheldon in my spot. He schedules employees, materials, orders them, talks with the suppliers and manufacturers and stuff like that. Possibly to like correlate and communicate with the customer and stuff like that. And I'm I give that to him, and then I build a new team. I'm the project manager, and I hire a new project manager, place him in there, teach him. And then he's able to work on his own. I move him, and then I build a new team, field workers. I'm the project manager. Then I hire a new project manager, put him in my place, teach him, and then move on. Like a printer, it's like a printer, right? Kind of like that. That's kind of like I'm thinking. Now, this only works if we're able to sell, right? Because I feel, well, when you throw money at people, they'll it'll be a lot easier to get employees if you can offer them a 50% raise from, well, I mean, actually, majority of people are probably working like around $30 an hour, right? And then if I can double their wage, who wouldn't take that, right? And I feel like if we can set up a proper system and a way to actually provide the wage that I'm wanting to, whether that be adding 50%, raise to their wage or doubling their wage, that's going to spread, right? Because if you hire a person that used to work for a subcontracting company, they probably make, um, let's see, we'll just say like $25 a square. Yeah, they probably, even if they're paid by the square, they probably make anywhere between like $25 an hour to even like $40 an hour, right? And if I get one of them, they're gonna tell their coworkers, right? Um, I could even put like a reference incentive, like in addition to their already increased wage, right? So if I could do a proper system to get these employees, uh, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it work? It's a very famous final words. Why wouldn't it work? Like imagine seeing a for hire ad saying, we'll add 50% to your wage as long as you show some pay stubs. We'll guarantee we add 50% to your wage, if not double, right? Like, why wouldn't you take that? So obviously, I have no idea how this is going to go. This is kind of my plan. I want to build a single team first, see how the numbers work out, see, how much exactly, a project will take, how many houses we can sell. What's the optimal number of employees, material, stuff like that. It's just kind of see how the numbers work out. And then once we kind of see how it works for one group and we kind of optimize it, then we start duplicating these and duplicating these. I think I mentioned it before, but my plan is for Foy Roofing to be a aspiring company, and for new workers that are coming into the roofing industry, whether that probably through formal education or through RCABC or something like that, to because like it's like when you get a law education to become a lawyer or something, there's like the top three law firm companies that you want to work for, right? And then I like imagine that just but for roofing, like everyone aspires to be in the top company, right? The top paying company, that's the best company. I want to be the company that people want to work at. Yeah. I'm extremely tired right now. I haven't slept at all. Even before that, yesterday I haven't slept that much. I look insane. Though maybe I don't think I probably explained it that effectively, but at least I'm getting the thoughts out because I think I'm gonna take a nap. Anyways, excuse me. It is. I have no idea how any of this is gonna go. But this is a plan. I think I'm probably gonna start to like put into action and kind of build an infrastructure for it and see how it goes. But obviously, my plans could change. Maybe by December, January. Like I have months to go over this, come up with a plan. Go through different ideas and thoughts. My opinions could change. My plans and thought processes, perspectives, and stuff like that could completely change by the time next season starts. So I think this could be a pretty decent plan. But it's I thought about it in the middle of the night and I haven't slept at all. So anyways, yeah, imagine having a like 1000x. Actually, yeah, literally 1000x. I think we made like just under 200,000 this year, something like that. And then from going 2,000 to 2 million in 1 year. I'm gonna try. Obviously, like if I can, I will. But imagine having a 2000x as a company. Anyways, I'm tired. I'm probably gonna try. I'm gonna try and stay up, but I might go to sleep. Anyways, it's Tuesday, October 11th, 2022 at 6:28 a.m. Okay.